Ever stop and think about how one single tiny decision can totally unravel an entire story you know and love? Well, today, we're diving into a what-if scenario so big it could have completely erased all 10 seasons of Friends before the show even started.
Okay, let's really lean into this. What if the most famous, most iconic entrance in sitcom history just never happened? Think about it. One moment of doubt, one different choice, and poof. The entire show we grew up with is just gone. Just picture that for a second. There's no drenched wedding dress, no frantic search for an old high school friend. There's no Rachel Green running away from one life and crashing headfirst into a brand new one. In this reality, she never leaves the altar.
Yeah, it all comes down to this one single moment. Rachel's wedding to Barry isn't just a gimmick to start the plot. It's the very first time she makes a truly life-changing choice. It's a choice between the path everyone expected for her or a leap of faith into the complete, terrifying unknown.
And this breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you have the story we all know, pure chaos, total vulnerability, but it's the beginning of a real, authentic life. And on the other side, well, that's the easy route, comfort, security, and a life that's pretty much stuck in neutral.
So let's actually go down that other path for a minute. Let's explore the Rachel that wasn't. The one who pushes down that feeling in her gut and actually says, I do. What does her life look like?
Well, in this version of the story, Rachel gets everything she was raised to believe she should want. She marries the rich dentist, she has all the financial security in the world, a nice, comfortable life. But the real story is in what she loses, right? She never has to struggle, which means she never really grows. She never discovers her passion for fashion. She never builds her own career. She just stays, completely dependent, totally and utterly stuck.
And that just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It all boils down to this one simple, powerful truth. Being comfortable is not the same thing as being fulfilled. The life she would have had with Barry is a million miles away from the messy, beautiful life she actually built for herself.
But here's the thing. Rachel's choice isn't just about her. Her deciding not to run creates these huge ripples that change everyone. And it starts with the two people closest to her, her old friend, Monica, and of course, Monica's brother, Ross. So, let's talk about Ross. For him, Rachel walking back into his life is, man, it's everything. It's this sudden hope for a second chance with the love of his life. Without her, there's no epic, slow burn romance. There's no we were on a break. There's no emotional anchor to challenge him. Her presence is what forces him to grow beyond his own insecurities. Without her, Ross probably just stays that same hurt, cautious guy, forever stuck on his first divorce.
And then you've got Monica. Rachel showing up in a wedding dress doesn't just give her a roommate. It reconnects Monica to her own past and reminds her that she's more than just the responsible one. Without that spark of total unpredictability, Monica's world probably just stays quiet and tidy and way too controlled. She never gets that messy friendship that ultimately helps her grow. Her whole journey, it just becomes smaller. And when you zoom out even further, you start to see that Rachel's absence doesn't just change a few characters. It completely shatters the chemistry of the entire group. The very center of this circle of friends, it just can't hold without her. And that's because Rachel isn't just another friend in the gang. She plays this very specific, really crucial role. You could call her the bridge character. She's the person who connects all the different parts of the group, creating brand new dynamics and making relationships deeper than they ever would have been otherwise.
You can really see the difference, clear as day, when you put it all side by side. With Rachel, the group's chemistry is totally unpredictable. It's always evolving. Without her, it becomes controlled and routine. With her, new relationships are constantly forming. Without her, key friendships just never get the chance to really deepen. And maybe the most important part, the entire theme of the show shifts from reinvention and starting over to just stability, and maybe even stagnation.
And this right here, this is where we get to the real heart of it all. This isn't just some fun what-if game about a TV show. It's about this universal message that's so important for all of us, and it gets completely lost if Rachel never makes that run. Because her decision to ditch Barry at the altar, it isn't just a plot point to kick off the story. It's a really powerful symbol for something that I think we all face at some point.
It's the choice to pick uncertainty over comfort. The choice to pick the possibility of growth over the guarantee of safety. And, at its core, it's the choice to embrace a messy, complicated reality over a neat, simple, and totally false illusion.
You take that one choice away, and you don't just lose a character or a storyline.
You lose the entire soul of the show. You lose that message that it is absolutely 100% okay to start over, to fail, to be messy, and have absolutely no idea what you're doing with your life.
And this is really the ultimate takeaway, isn't it? Sometimes that scariest decision, the one that feels like everything is about to come crashing down, that's actually the one that ends up building your entire life from the ground up.
So it kind of leaves us with a question. Rachel was standing at a door, deciding whether to stay in a comfortable, familiar room or run out into the pouring rain. And it just makes you think, what door are you standing in front of right now?